you know, emo meme actual here, could go home tonight and get on Facebook and say, Vic Mignogna grabbed my butt.
Wow.
But you could, and who could stop you? And who would know whether it happened or not? Do you see how scary that is? It's terrifying. And if somebody was sad and lonely and felt unimportant enough and was so desperate for attention that they thought, I'm going to say something about somebody that a lot of people know just to get some attention. And I know this is not her, but if she were that desperate and she'd go home, oh my gosh, you guys, I was at this convention this weekend and I was getting an autograph for Vic, and when we were taking a picture, he slid his hand down, touched my butt, and squeezed my butt. What a pervert. And you know what? That could get picked up and spread around for thousands of people to read it, and then you know what would happen? I might not even be invited to events because somebody on a staff would read that and go, we don't want that pervert here. Now she's affecting my ability to make a living. Do you see how scary that is? With no responsibility, right? Nobody knows if it happened or not. There's no proof. Just somebody who wanted some attention, and she might not even realize it doesn't even matter to her that she just destroyed my life. In her mind, she's like, woohoo! 300 people read my post. That's what she's thinking. She's thinking, look at all the people that noticed me. Look at all the people that are paying attention to what I wrote. I feel like somebody now. See how flipped around that is? That's scary, you guys.
Okay, so that video was sent to me on Twitter by Dev Relics. Shout out to him. It was posted by SG Sami. And that was at Anime Zing in 2016. That was Vic Mignogna, the voice of Broly, which, if you didn't know, to give you a quick recap of what's been going on, he was accused of sexual harassment by cosplayers, the voice of Bulma, and a lot of voice actors stood beside her. But based on everything we've seen thus far, there hasn't been any physical evidence to showcase that Vic Mignogna, which again, he's been accused of doing this on multiple occasions all over. There hasn't been any physical evidence of him doing anything inappropriate. He was fired from his job at Funimation, seemingly recasted from roles, as well as fired from his job at Rooster Teeth. And since then, it's been just absolute chaos again. Between the voice actors going at it, between me reporting, I, along with people that stood with Vic, got blocked by the voice of Goku, Sean Schimmel. I made a video about that a few days ago. It's been madness. But now, seeing this clip that, again, took place seemingly at Anime Zing in 2016, it is very interesting and telling, to say the least, that something already regarding this was happening back then, potentially, allegedly, you know, with all the allegations and whatnot, because he talked very specifically. Now, if somebody clicked off after only seeing a few seconds of that clip, again, context matters. I think it's important that before anyone has an opinion on that clip, you watch the first 2 minutes, because I'll be honest with you, I watched the first, I want to say like 20-30 seconds of it, and I was like, whoa, this looks real bad for Vic, because it looks like he's trying to get his hands clean. But if you really watch the clip and you see through it, he says, no, like, you know, people will say these things and it'll be bullcrap and my life will be ruined and I've done nothing wrong. So even there, he's telling you basically, like, possibly somebody either already accused him. There was a situation, because I do know there was another voice actor, which I don't want to bring any more attention to it, but there was another voice actor that was accused, and he had proof, and he was acquitted of it, which I don't know if he was actually charged or not, of something similar, but he showed that he was falsely accused a few years ago. So I don't know if he was referencing this situation, or if that situation happened after this, but it is telling that at the very least, somebody was threatening him. Or if, you know, again, the off chance, which I'm not saying that 100% Vic is innocent, that I was there for every single moment of his life, but if he has done something wrong, then again, somebody could say that, yeah, you know, Vic was trying to cover his tracks. But again, if you watch the clip, he goes through and talks about an entire situation of what would happen, whether he did it or not, that an accusation, a false accusation, somebody going home and being mad and just wanting some clicks, could ruin his life. And maybe again, his embraciveness of being like, yo, I just want to hug fans was misinterpreted by people back then, or people was already spearheading an attempt to do this to him because, again, maybe they didn't like him, maybe he was annoying, maybe they found him to be a weirdo, which again, I always say, you're a weirdo, I don't really care, as long as you don't bother me, it ain't no problem. And even then, that don't mean to, you know, make allegations against you for misconduct, for this, that, and third, again, allegedly. I want to be clear about that, because all of this is just allegations. There hasn't been any criminal proceedings aside from Vic Mignogna gearing up for a lawsuit, as well as his lawyer seemingly on Twitter coming out and saying we'll be in touch to one of the voice actors as well, or the fiance of one of the voice actors that was allegedly slandering Vic Mignogna. So just a crazy amount of chaos with all this. But this clip to me seems like, again, either Vic knew back then that they were already going to do this to him. I don't know if he knew that the voice actors would be in support of this. I don't know if, again, cosplayers, because again, something happened to a friend of Vic that I believe is still standing by him through all this, and he was able to prove that he was innocent and the girl was lying on him. So maybe this could be in reference to that. I don't remember when that took place, to be honest with you, but, or it could just be that something similar to Vic just being abrasive with giving hugs, or a girl that he was with. We don't know what this is, honestly. We just know that Vic is talking about this and saying like this could happen to him, and it's real scary and creepy that, you know, a few years later it happens. Again, I'm not gonna beat around the bush and say he's innocent. Yeah, there's a possibility in there that he's talking about like, yo, that he did it and he's trying to clean his hands years beforehand. It could be. Again, I'm not saying that I've been with Vic Mignogna throughout his entire career running through conventions and stuff like that, but nonetheless, it's telling that something's been going on with all of this. Whatever's happening, it's been going on for years. Whether it's been that people didn't like him, whether it's been that he's been misunderstood, or whether it's been that he has done something wrong. Who knows? Again, I stand with Vic just because until I see he's done something incredibly wrong, until I see something, then yeah, from the conduct I've seen, the misconduct from several actors, not including, again, just Sean Schimmel being how he's been blocking people for simply having an opinion and all of that, but just the other voice actors, you know, just attacking and lashing out at fans for having opinions. That's just not cool and stuff like that. So long before that, but wow, you know, 2016, 3 years, whatever has been going on, it's freaking crazy. But for now, I stand with Vic, because if he's been doing all this entire time, if he's been doing these things, why now only? And if that's a bad argument, because nowadays you can't just use that, why isn't there any video of him misacting and doing these things? You know, a lot of things, again, like what I discussed, one of the allegations was him aggressively tickling somebody. You know, that's one of the allegations. I saw a video of somebody that he was acting, you know, silly and zany at a convention, and one of the hosts, he was messing around with him. He was like, that was so inappropriate. I'm like, bro, do you know what inappropriate is? Like, nowadays, if I bump shoulders with somebody, I'm worried if an apology ain't enough, if I'm gonna go to jail. You know, things like this just make it even worse, because it's absolutely ludicrous that his life is going down in flames right now. And again, there still hasn't been any physical evidence shown. The allegations that I've read, a good majority of them is like, wow, that's something that they're questioning him. You know, there's an investigation on claims like that. And then this clip is eerie. If Vic is, you know, 100% innocent, if he's really done nothing wrong, and this is 100%, again, a conspiracy against him, then wow, this is real scary, and it means that Vic's been dealing with this for years without any of us knowing it, and my heart goes out to him. But if he's guilty, then it's crazy that, you know, people do this, and that's how it is. But I stand with Vic until further notice. That's all I have for this one, though. Curious what you guys think about this. Do you think this could impact court proceedings in the future regarding this being possible evidence against Vic doing something? I mean, to be honest with you, for what it is, it seems as though he's asking a question in the crowd and he's talking about something like that. If he was dealing with this from this point on, then it could be that he was, you know, either way. So I don't see this having too much impact in court, but then again, you never know. Your real thoughts. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and hit the bell to get all notifications. And if you want to support my music, just drop the new song, You're Not Goku, of course. Link in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Oh, and can't forget the music. Yeah, have an awesome day.
Taste of revenge. Everybody always wanna ride in the Benz, get fly and be friends, but I'll never forget when I had nothing, they left me for dead. Wanna make a man bitch say what you said. Oh no, you not fly, oh you not that guy. But watch how shit can change and you'll be hating. I've been waiting, saying one day you will see.